Okay. It's never going to end, so I'm just going to keep talking through them. So I broke my water at 11. Where was I? I already said that. Oh, she said, you know, honey, it's gonna be a long time. Stop! Oakley, get down! Oakley! Dog is pestering them. Sit. Sit down. She said it's gonna be a long time. You're only at 4. Yada yada yada. She checked me right after he broke my water. Is what happened. It's about 11, so I said fine. Give me the epidural. I didn't want one. I said fine, and that made me really upset. I was really crying and whatnot. She went ahead. She said it would be a few minutes for the lady to come in for the epidural anyway. So she went ahead and gave me some Stadol. That's all fine and dandy. But by the time the lady came in at about 10 or 11:20, I guess, or 11, I don't know, 11:15 at the longest, I don't know. I told the nurse she needed to check me right then because I felt really weird, and she did, and the baby was coming out. So they almost didn't get the doctor in time. The doctor came in, and I could hear the nurse. She said, I hope you have your gloves on because she can't hold it any longer. So he's like trying to get all this stuff on, and the nurses are getting ready. As soon as I put my legs in the stirrup, the baby started coming out. I didn't even have to push. He told me to push. I gave a little push. Her head came out. Everybody's screaming, stop pushing, stop pushing. That's the hardest thing in the world, to not push. That's a lot harder than pushing, I think. Of course, I wouldn't know. I've never really had to push. The babies just fall out. And then he said, you know, give me a couple more pushes, and she was born. Well, close it. Close it, please. You're not supposed to be playing in there. She was born. They rushed the baby over to the warmer. I looked over at my dad, and he's standing there like this, no smile, and tears in his eyes. When I looked at him, I looked over at my mom, because my mom, my dad, and my husband were in the room. I looked over at my mom, and she, I think, had just looked at my dad, too, at the same time. And she had tears in her eyes by that point. So I asked my mom, I said, is she okay? My mom, she said, well, her foot's wiggling, her leg's wiggling, she's moving. Didn't think anything of it. Come to find out, when she came out, she had the cord around her neck twice. And she was completely blue and not responsive at all. They had to, my mom had looked over right after she looked at my dad, and she saw the nurse tell one of the other nurses that she didn't have a heartbeat and she wasn't breathing. They did heart palpitations and whatnot for 4 minutes, and they finally got her breathing. So, she's my little angel baby. My mom didn't tell me anything happened until I got to postpartum. I'm glad she didn't, because with me doing all the Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep sessions that I do, where I take pictures of babies that have passed away, I don't know if I could have handled that, something happening to her, or thinking that something might be happening to her. But everything worked out okay. She's fine. We had to stay in the hospital an extra day, but to monitor. But other than that, she's perfect. So I think I'm gonna stop this right here, and I'll do another separate video for her update. So, and I'll show you her when I do that. Talk to y'all later. Bye.